is a distinct honor and pleasure to welcome you all to the 2025 Kwahu Business Forum, an important platform where Ghana's brightest entrepreneurial minds converge to reimagine our economic prospects and explore innovative strategies for business growth and national development. This year's theme, The Future of Business, the Role of Financial Sector, stresses the critical importance of aligning our financial systems with national development priorities to support entrepreneurship, industrialization, and inclusive economic growth. I wish you all fruitful deliberation through this forum and encourage you to enjoy the breathtaking views and vibrant culture of Kwahu during these Easter festivities. You are warmly welcome, and I thank you for your kind attention.
We have a responsibility to depoliticize entrepreneurship, to create an ecosystem where business owners can thrive without fear of being tagged or targeted. We must celebrate enterprise and actively cultivate an environment where hard work and creativity is rewarded. Entrepreneurship must not be viewed through a political lens. The success of a business should never depend on which political regime is in power.
So far, so good. We are very proud of your initiatives, and this forum is testament to your commitment to foster dialogue among entrepreneurs, to create the platform for collaboration between entrepreneurs, the bankers, and governmental agencies, so that together we can fashion out a strategy for moving forward and indeed making Ghana a great and better place to live in.
I made a pledge that if God's favor shined on me and I became president, I will come back the next year and we'll organize the forum again, bigger and better. And that when I was coming, I was going to bring my relevant ministers, heads of institutions, banks, and everybody relevant for the growth of business. And so today, in fulfillment of that promise, I'm here with my key ministers, several heads of financial institutions, and relevant agencies that can assist the private sector not only to transform, but to grow.
In agribusiness, over the years, many banks have shied away from supporting primary agriculture. And the question I always ask my colleagues is, if you don't support primary agriculture, how do you then get the produce to even support agro-processing and the value chain? And so we are committed to supporting even at the onset of the agricultural process. So never again would you come to GCB and we'll tell you that we cannot support your business if it is primary agriculture.
The most important thing that you look at, that when the minority there was talking, he mentioned trust. And trust is one of the core value of ADB PLC. You talk about innovation, because if you are not innovated, you cannot do business. So if you look at our value at ADB, we have all those things to take you from one level to the other in terms of business and wealth creation.
We were the first to introduce mortgage banking in Ghana. We were the first to list shares on the Ghana Stock Exchange. We were the first to issue bonds and list it on Ghana Stock Exchange. We were the first to introduce 4 credit cards in Ghana, with 2 of these credit cards are for the masses. Hitherto, credit cards were meant for only the affluent in society and the elites, but Republic Bank changed that perception.
The business environment in Ghana is evolving rapidly, and to keep pace with these changes and foster sustainable growth, the government of President John Dramani Mahama is creating enabling environments that empowers businesses and entrepreneurs. Exim Bank plays a pivotal role in this regard.
The default position of most financial institutions is to see main business stays in Ghana as risky and dangerous to invest in. through various technical assistance programs that we provide, first to the businesses themselves, and secondly, also to the financial institutions through which we work. We have been able to build capacities within the financial institutions to understand, especially the agri sector, to be able to value it properly.
Your expertise where you do more, you bet show. Send your packaging country now, person or expert to corner. Dear no muhia, you bet show Sunday money and 2 years ago exit now the bar. Yes, you have more the technical know-how. And the G and your grants in Kwa and a Yedema.
I am making a clear call. Today I have been able to identify 3 people who spoke to me, and they should be rest assured that NIB is going to have stake in their businesses. And this will be replicated to the 16 regions. We intend to adopt 3 each from each of the 16 regions, making a total of 48.
In the last few years, we've trained over 19,300 SMEs, about half of them being women. When it comes to CBG, you plant, just plant. CBG will be there to water.
What I tell leaders of African countries, I say, stop chasing money that's not interested. Create the conditions in your country where money comes to you. Now, is Ghana attractive to business and investment? It should do better. I have great confidence that this government will, in fact, do better.
If you need somebody's money, you must be what? Attractive. Our role is to hold people's hands, clients' hands, and make them attractive. It's like the biblical story of Mordecai. Esther needed favor. Someone must prepare Esther for that special favor.
This is how we support SMEs in Ghana. We work closely with financial institutions to expand MSME access to finance through credit lines, risk-sharing facilities, and tailored advisory services.
At the Trust Fund, we have always understood that supporting small and medium enterprises is not just about providing capital and the usual traditional financing options, but rather creating an ecosystem where long-term growth can thrive.
At APSA, we've given 2.8 billion cedis microloans without collateral. We give out to SMEs up to 2 million Ghana cedis without collateral. And for big firms, you can access up to 380 million Ghana cedis without collateral on the basis of your cash flow and on the basis of the assessment that we'll do.
I was asked to go sit somewhere, and I found myself among the business community, right with them. And I've heard their memories. What they think banks do, banks don't want to do, and what they think banks can do for them. I've noted all of them down. I find this as an opportunity for us to hear from you, get your feedback, get your proposed solutions, take them back to our office, discuss them, deliberate on them, and come out to propose practical solutions for you, which is what we are here to do.
Yen akrabata yen sika krabia no ewa man ewe bibiman mu eduasa miensa bank bia ni ho a etesa ewe ekrom ha. We in EcoBank offer direct and contingent financing of all sizes to all businesses, no matter how small or big you are, at very competitive rates. So all we say is talk to us, taste and see how good it is.
Banks are identical. As you can see, banks came here and everybody is saying almost the same thing. And that's the truth. One bank starts a product, the next moment another bank can copy it. But the real difference between banks is the people, how we deliver the service. And I believe strongly that's where we make the difference. So I encourage you to do business with us.
GEPA has undertaken a giant stride in establishing a Ghana Trade House in Nairobi. This trade house is Ghana's version of the China Mall you see around. The recently launched 1 million coders program by the government will be immensely supportive of the IT service exports. Ghana can also leverage its creative arts industry to export services such as content creation, digital media, and graphic design.
In support of
the recently launched Feed Ghana program, which aligns with the African Development Bank's Feed Africa High Five priority. The bank will prepare new transformative agriculture projects, including the special agro-processing zone. His Excellency, the President, was mentioning it this morning, and also rice value chain development program.
I like to describe Afrexim Bank as your bank. Your bank because Ghana is a shareholder just like other 53 African countries. And as your bank, we have a responsibility to support the ongoing development needs of the country of Ghana and of its people. And since our inception over 32 years ago, we have disbursed over $7 billion to various sectors of the Ghanaian economy. And we expect that this time going forward, that we continue to do more.
My real host say you let me off 2018. My university, my struggler, and ye mame. Accra na me live here, but my bako say me be a business. Me pe say me be a restaurant. My rented place in a year ni, my brandy a ho, my Tony Makakra me be a jumano. But me chin banks e won koko nyina. No cre obi amboame. Me working document ni me sremo mint na se obra me nya adwuma me hia 450,000 momfa dwumadie we enye case study na bank bi wa ha no beboa me ama metumi aye adwuma ye hia afisa abreya me ba begina ha e dia dance.
Yeah, that's it. So, ADB Bank, say our SMFUA Bank, you know, be. Say, Pacho, Fama, Mommy, I'm on Sama ADB. Oh, we can do it better for ADB.
What is the dream as Ghanaians? The dream is for us to be able to psych ourselves up and realize that our position is to become a major exporting country so that we'll be able to service the West African market. So this conversation, though, is starting small. Our objective is not to make it a talk shop. And so the president has directed that in addition to all the efforts being made by the Minister for Trade, Industry and Agro-Business, he's also nominated the presidential advisor on the economy, Honorable Setekwe, at the presidency to have an oversight responsibility on this project. And so it's not just going to be we coming here talking and then leaving. Anybody who is having challenges with regard to an objective set here, you can always reach out to the presidency and attention will be paid to ensure that the time you spend here has not been in vain.
Sorry? I do it.